I was hoping you wouldn't make Daddy use his belt. Daddy likes the middle.
Here we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Once again, I am with Arrowverse scenes. No Jordan again. Jordan's too busy asleep. But oh shit! I just saw your message. But yeah, we have quite some stuff to talk about for this stream. We do have some sad news. We do have some ranting. We do have some reviews, and we'll be talking about some upcoming episodes of The Flash as well. Don't know how many people we are expecting, but yeah, I guess we will see. Hello, fellow daddy, like the metalheads. Is that what we call them now? Daddy of the metalheads. Fair enough, fair enough.
Why
Wait,
not?
Arrowverse scenes, have you been Arrowverse scenes?
Bro, I've been absolutely amazing.
And why is that?
Because I love watching you get mad at the Flash.
Is that all? Is that why?
Yeah.
The rants are just getting started, bro. The rants are getting just getting started. There's so much more to rant about. Don't worry. For episode 5 especially, I'm not expecting episode 5 to be good, so I'm gonna come in prepared, shall we say? I'm gonna come in prepared. But yeah, so obviously we do. Oh no, not the rants. But we do have some sad news. The sad news is obviously the fact that the Flash is filming not even their final episode. They're filming their final scene like today. Like a lot of the cast are filming their final scene today, and then they're completely finished. Like Brandon McKnight, I believe it was, like he posted a picture of like a flash cake or something like that. Candace Patton said she's filming her like very, very last scene now and all those sorts of stuff. So for them, it's obviously going to be very, very emotional because this cast, they've been together for like 9 years. So they've been together for a while. You could say they're like a family in some way because, like, you know, these guys, for 9 years they came to work every single day expecting to work together and all those sorts of stuff. So yeah, very, very sad stuff because now they're not to be seeing each other anymore after today. So that's going to be quite sad. But Arrowverse scenes, how are you feeling? I know we talked about this before, like off camera, but how are you feeling?
It's definitely quite sad. I don't think it's hit me yet, but yeah, I mean, at least we got the rest of the season to look forward to, especially that finale. But I'm
Rest
sure
of the
once we
season
get
to
to like
look forward to.
once we get to like the final few episodes, it's gonna be hard.
I know. I think when it gets to episode 9, that's when it will properly hit me, because especially there's someone in episode 9 that I know for a fact nothing's gonna stop me from crying in the episode. I know for a fact, and that is Oliver Queen's return. Like the thing I am most worried about is me like bursting into tears when I see like when I see that Oliver and Diggle hug, especially, is game over for Flashverse. It's definitely game over.
What
but
about
yeah.
you have failed the city? When he says
Oh
that?
my god, don't give me that. Don't give me that. If we do get you have failed the city, bro.
He
that's
says
game
it. He
over
says
as
it to
well.
Ramsey. You missed
Does
that.
he
He
actually?
says it to Yeah, he's like on top of the van or like a car, and he like shoots Ramsey with like an
Yes!
arrow.
I didn't know
failed
that.
the city.
What the hell?
Ramsey, you have failed the city, Ramsey Rosa or something. Yeah.
You're joking, right?
No.
We won. That's how we know we won. That's how we know we won. That episode's gonna be the best episode of The Flash alone. I know that for a
Okay.
fact. I don't care what side stories we're getting. That episode's gonna be the best episode of The Flash we will ever get. And my personal opinion, The Flash season 4 episode 15 is the best episode of the show. And yeah. We're definitely gonna change that very, very soon. Well, time to cry about that bombshell. I still want a spin-off. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get it, so that sucks. And the thing is, I'm kind of glad that we're not getting it, because if we were, Eric Wallace was going to be in charge, and I just don't want to deal with that trauma again. So yeah,
You and your loss, man.
guys, did you see the low ratings on IMDb? I stopped relying on IMDb ages ago, but
Well,
there
they've
are
always had low ratings since like the early seasons, so.
true.
And yeah, a lot of people just go on there and hate rate it.
That is true. Brother, this is the thing about him, right? He's such a likable person. Like it's impossible for you to hate him. Like the way he talks about like in interviews and stuff like that. It's impossible to hate him. Like he's so nice, so friendly. But when he starts talking about storylines, that's when you lose brain cells. That's what it is for me. This guy doesn't understand the difference between a TV show and a comic book. For him, he thinks that whatever you just put down in a comic book, it can translate directly to a TV show, which then ends up being cringy, corny, absolutely just ridiculous. And that's why, for example, and I quote, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." I know Michael Keaton did say that, but like the things Javicia Leslie does in the episode, and this is nothing against Javicia Leslie or anything like that. This is completely at fault of the writers and the directors. There was some very, very cringy and over the top stuff as well. And we might as well just get straight into the episode, talk about the Flash season 8 episode 4 since we just brought this up. But first things first, Arrowverse scenes, what do you think of the episode?
Favorite one so far,
Mm-hmm.
but was amazing.
Completely agree. For me, this is now when I wish that the Flash ended last year. Why? I'd rather end on a high note, a very, very high note than what we're ending up with right now. This is 4 episodes in a row right now. And by the way, I don't think it was a bad episode or anything like that. I thought this episode this time, it was like a 0.5 inch better than the previous 3 episodes. So let's say episode 3 was a 6.6 out of 10. I will say this was a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't mid, it was just decent. I didn't think it was good, just decent. That's what I thought of the episode. I just wish this show ended last season, honestly. Like they butchered Red Death. The not in terms of who's playing Red Death. I don't mind that. I think it's pretty cool and it makes sense. But the writing, it just keeps getting worse and worse. I don't know, like this is what I feel it is. Eric Wallace took everything that worked with the Flash season 8 and just completely reversed it. He's like, yo, you know what? Let's go back to the Flash season 7. I think fans will enjoy that a lot more. Copy paste the Godspeed arc, just change the villain to Red Death. This is exactly what we're getting for the first 4 episodes right now. And yes, I did enjoy this episode a lot more. But that's not saying much because the past 3 episodes have not been good. So that's why this episode, it's just mid. It's not mid, sorry. It's just decent, and that's it. Whereas the previous 3 have just been mid, if not bad. Now, yes, we did have some like cool reveals, some cool twists they added onto the episode, which I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, cool, this is really cool. And there were a lot that we found out about Red Death, but also developed the story, which I like. But this was something that should have happened, considering that this is the penultimate episode. But still, nonetheless, it was very, very disappointing. So I just want to get that out of the way. But you guys, what did you guys think about the episode? Obviously, me and Arrowverse will talk about it more in detail in just a second. But what do you guys think of the episode? Arrowverse, since you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think of like what did you like? What did you dislike about the episode?
Well, okay. So what I liked was I thought, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I feel like Javicia was decent as Red
Mm-hmm.
Death for majority of the episode. There were some bits here and there were just a bit off. Like, I don't really know what to think of that ending scene because it's quite cringe. But
Very cringe.
I'm not sure if it was like the acting, because it's meant to be like some psychotic, like someone who's lost the plot basically. And I don't know. I probably need to like rewatch it and stuff. But yeah, um, I don't really know if that was good acting or not just yet, but
It
I
just
feel like
wasn't. To be honest, it wasn't.
was it? I don't know. I need to rewatch it, but yeah.
But again,
Uh,
I don't think Javicia was at fault because, in my opinion, Javicia is a good actress. And for those who watch Batwoman, and even in this episode, she did show some like traits of good acting. But it's just like when she's in the suit, she does go way too over the top sometimes with like her gestures, which she never did in Batwoman. But also, as I said, when she goes crazy, she's not good at all. Now, yes, there are some bits in the episode where like, okay, she plays a good villain, but all a very, very small minority of it, it's very over the top. But if you watch Batwoman, you don't get scenes like that with her. So that's why I don't think Javicia was at fault over here. I still think Javicia Leslie is a great actress. It's the fault of
she's
the writing and the directing for me, I think.
I think it's she just can't really play like a evil, like a villain that well. I think she's great as like a good character, just
Maybe that
being
could be why
normal,
as well. Maybe.
but just trying to be like menacing, um, just might struggle with a bit. That's the
I
case
could
with a
see
lot of
that as
people
well.
as well. Like we've seen it on the Arrowverse. Like there's people out there who play really well, if they're a good character, like a hero, but then if they have to do like a bad character, an evil portrayal or something, then they just struggle.
Yeah. I saw a comment over here which I do want to bring up, and Arrowverse, since you've seen me talk about this before anyways, but would you guys like it more if Oliver was Red Death? Once again, like the only reason why Red Death is disappointing is not because of the character playing it, because with Batwoman it makes sense. It does, as much as I would have wanted it to be Oliver as Red Death, Batwoman still does make the most sense because she is the Bat family member of the Arrowverse, if you will. So in that way, it makes sense. What I think is, if you still have a bad writer and a bad director, and regardless of how good your actor is, it's not going to end well. So, say you had the exact same script as what you had now. Yes, yes, Stephen Amell could do some aspects better because he's played a villain before. He played like the evil Oliver Queen from Earth X. He could play a villain, and he can get threatening when he needs to because he has that like he has that Green Arrow menacing side, especially in Arrow season 1, how dark it is. So Stephen Amell could do it, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Yes, it would have been cooler, but I still think the writing and the directing is what needs to pretty much carry it, if you will. Say, like, for example, compare Eobard Thawne to the Flash season 1 and the Flash season, not even the Flash season 1. Compare Eobard Thawne from the start of the Flash season 8 to the end of the Flash season 8. Two different directors. Now, without a doubt, in my opinion, Tom Cavanaugh is by far the best actor in the Arrowverse. Not in the Arrowverse, or on the show. Possibly in the Arrowverse as well. But he always kills it as Reverse Flash. He's my favorite version of the Reverse Flash. But the first bunch of episodes as the Reverse Flash he was very good. He knows how to play a villain. Even when it came to the last few episodes of the Flash season 8 as well, he was still able to do it. But when we went to the season 8 finale, he became way too over the top. And that was probably the one time he was the Reverse Flash, and it wasn't good. So for me, I think it's more so writing and directing rather than having a good actor. That's what I think. How about you, Arrowverse?
Well, in terms of the Oliver Queen thing, I think uh Batwoman probably I like Batwoman more than Oliver Queen because we're still getting Oliver Queen back. But I wanted to see Javicia again after her show ended, and I guessed next week we'll probably have some sort of like farewell to the character.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were to do like if they went the whole multiverse route, then you'd be like, why wouldn't you just do Oliver Queen? Because it probably makes more sense
If
in
it
the terms
was
of like
multiverse, then it should have been Oliver Queen, but it's not.
Yeah. But in terms of like the directing affecting her performance, I'm not sure if it's necessarily the directing. It's probably just the script.
That as well.
I mean, I guess the director could have
But
some.
the director would be at fault over there because let's say, for example, you had the end of that episode where Batwoman just goes "Ah!" or something like
Yeah.
that. Whatever the hell she did, the director could have gone right. This is not acceptable to have on a television. What is this? We need to change that up.
Well, yeah.
Or like a better example in the Flash season 8 finale is when Thawne's like, "How does it feel? How does it feel that you could have prevented all of this?" You know, like these stuff. Like the director
Yeah.
is at
Well,
fault for keeping that there. He could have gone, yo, Tom, you maybe do this in another way. Don't
that's true.
really do that.
I'm not really sure how much say a director would have on like keeping stuff in an episode, because that might just come down to the editor and showrunner. I guess even the director. I guess I don't know, but there are some times where line deliveries can be affected by the director, and who knows? Like end of episode, was it last week? 3? Was that when we got the reveal of Javicia?
Yeah.
Yeah. That she could have done like some great like knocked it out of the park, but then the director didn't like it and told her to redo it in this weird way, and then they used that instead. Who knows?
That's why the director was at fault.
Yeah.
So whoever directed that episode of The Flash, please do me a favor and never direct an episode of The Flash. I know that's toxic, but
Excuse me.
who was
What?
it?
Wait, what episode are you talking about?
This one, 4.
This guy, he did Armageddon Part 2 and Part 5.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait, never mind. I take that back. I take that back. Whoever wrote it, then whoever wrote it. Do you think they should have used Kate Kane as Red Death? No, I
No,
wouldn't.
no,
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 no, no, no, no,
no,
no.
no.
No, definitely not. Especially if it was Ruby Rose, absolutely not. Waldo's Day, I wouldn't have minded, but still, Javicia Leslie is the better one in my opinion. But thank you so much, Cal, for the super chat. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. This is again, this is what makes you go like, okay, the script and directing's at fault. Imagine Stephen Amell saying this. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Now, if it's a line, for example, I am vengeance, he says that when he becomes a Spectre in the deleted scene, and it was a pretty good one. He doesn't say I'm vengeance, he's like, I'm alive, vengeance, or something like that. But he can do it. Stephen Amell, he's an actor where like he doesn't really go over the top. That's the thing. So in terms of the line delivery, he can do it better, but still the line itself would probably be cringy.
Did you
That's
like
what I
the
would
use of
think.
Batman lines?
I thought, see, the thing, I saw people exploding on TikTok with I am vengeance, I am the night, I am the Red Death. I like that one, especially with the voice modulator and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, isn't that kind of like a quote that Red Death says anyway?
I'm pretty
Except,
sure, yeah.
yeah. So
And like with last episode when people said I am vengeance, like Robert Pattinson doesn't own that line. It's like a common Batman line in general as well. So
exactly.
I don't get the only reason, in my opinion, why people are exploding over it is because they got disappointed with who ended up playing Red Death. But like you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know a Batman character said this
Oh.
until I saw it on TikTok, which apparently Michael Keaton was the one that said it.
Yeah.
But that's just a terrible line. So
Iconic. It's iconic.
is it actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When she said you want to get nuts, I didn't think they're actually gonna go through with the full thing. I thought it was gonna do that as like a little nod, but then she actually said the full quote, and I didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of cool, but a bit cheesy.
I saw a quote over here which I want to talk about. I forgot where it was, but Um. Yeah, never mind. I can't find it. Oh, yeah, there we go. It sounds better with the helmet on. The thing is, yes, it does, but also the voice modulator they use is so annoying that it's hard to hear what she says half of the time. There's that issue as well. Because, for example, if you take Zoom, another actor that had their voice slightly modulated, or like Reverse Flash, well, Zoom is a better example.
Well,
The
Zoom,
actor actually did that voice.
yeah.
Whereas with Red Death, they had to use a modulator and like completely change it up, and that's why it's harder to hear compared to like a character like Zoom. That's why. But again, it does sound better with the helmet on, though. I do agree. But the thing is, what
I
ruins
actually,
it? Go on.
I actually like it more without the helmet on, to be honest, just because you can hear it easier,
Exactly.
and I don't think her acting's that bad. Just when she's kind of just like not going over the top.
And also, it's the gestures she made when she's in the suit as well. Like she made like
Yeah.
weird movements as well, which I thought was pretty weird. But overall, in terms of the character of Red Death, like we found, in my opinion, she's one of the worst Speedster villains. I know we didn't conclude yet. We didn't conclude the whole thing yet, but we barely saw anything so far, and I don't think one episode is going to change that. I think she's one of the worst Speedster villains. I think she's as bad, if not on par with Godspeed, but the other Speedsters are better. That's where
I
I
think
would
also
personally fit
part of
Red Death
that
so far.
is because like a lot of this, basically all of the speedsters have been good.
Yeah,
Like,
except
I mean, you can
Godspeed.
argue, oh yeah, Godspeed, and you can the rival. um,
I would
and you
say the
can argue
rival. Oh no,
Savitar, huh?
I was gonna say I think the rival's better, but
I don't know that, bro. He was a bit goofy.
so was Red Death though.
Well, and Godspeed.
Godspeed's the automatic worst. I'm not denying that at all. But Red Death is down there definitely. Like the thing is, the Flash season 9, it's been such a big disappointment. So far, it's on par with the Flash season 7 for me. Which for me, it's the worst season of the show. So I prefer season 5 over this Flash season 9. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see. Maybe the back half of the season can save it. But the Red Death arc is definitely an automatic F tier for me. I don't care how episode 5 is going to end. That's not changing. One episode doesn't account for 4 failed episodes, in my opinion. That's what I just personally feel like.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you can think this is worse than season 5 and 7, or on par. Thinking back, I do not want to watch the first 4 of season 5. I would watch the first 4 episodes of season 9 like 10 times over before I watch the first 4 of season 5.
I would happily watch the first episode of The Flash season 5 over and over
Oh, the
again.
first episode of season 5 was amazing.
What was the second one?
The blocked one.
Which is?
The one where they like that woman could like form that yellow like cube thing around the people and you could shrink them or something. I don't really
I don't even
remember.
remember. Whatever.
It was
Thing is,
boring.
though, The Flash season 7 started off way stronger than this did.
This like the
That's the.
first few episodes. I mean, it was season 6 because
It
so
doesn't
which
matter.
means that it already was kind of like stuff was already happening straight away because it was the final few episodes of that story. So there was no like boring, just like sitting around doing nothing, which
Fair enough.
this has kind of had. But the first like even the first 3 episodes of season 7, even that last one, I think probably better than most of this.
Mm-hmm. But also, you have to take into account like what happened so far. You only just started getting the story to properly develop this episode, and
Yeah,
that's the issue, and that's why I would consider overall storyline wise, this is definitely one of the worsts.
we've got 13 episodes. There's things that Eric Wallace wanted to do but couldn't because of limited episodes, but then he just wastes 3 just
Exactly,
with
and
random things that no one really cares about, to be honest.
That's his fault, and that's what I would say. The Flash season 9's Red Death arc is a complete failed arc, in my opinion.
And it's a shame because this is a villain that we wanted for so long. Well, a lot of people
Exactly.
have, at least.
And at the end of the year, we are going to do a What If We Wrote the Red Death arc. We're definitely going to do that because this is something I do genuinely want to fix. But yeah, I don't think episode 5 is going to do it for me as well. Just I'm going to keep the expectations very low. So for me, after episode 5 is when I raise the bar again for the Flash. But
Well,
with
then you're gonna be disappointed with episode 6.
oh no. Okay. The bar is gonna be raised with episode 9. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Definitely. But anything prior, I'm not excited for. Why are you laughing? What's happening with episode 6?
No, it's just you raise the bar right after episode 5, then you get episode 6, you get slapped in the face, and
What's happening with episode 6?
it's the Like Be a Lady one with like Cecile and Allegra as the focus.
Oh. Wait, what?
You know
Being
about
the
the
focus.
I think because I think that that's the A plot is just Cecile and Allegra
Oh.
with Hazard, and Barry and Iris just like B plot maybe. I don't know.
Okay, two things. Thank God we have Superbad and Lewis. Second thing, if that's the case, I'm not watching the episode, so don't expect a review for the episode.
Okay. Well, at least we know that they're actually in the episode because of the promo images. Barry and
I
Iris,
see.
that is.
All right.
I'm curious to see what episode 7 and 8 are about because at least 7 we don't know anything about. I think
see.
8's the Dreamer one. So
Yeah. But like in this episode, we've had a lot of negatives. Let's go on to positives, and we're gonna go into negatives again because I need to talk about the other flaws in the episode as well. Actually, no, we'll continue with the flaws and then we'll go positive, so we can end on a good note instead.
okay.
Other things I didn't like: the lightning clap. Why didn't I like the lightning clap? Yes, it was cool, fair enough.
Because
Now
it
the
looked
lightning
bad?
clap,
Is
no,
that what
'cause
you're
the
gonna say?
lightning
Oh,
clap
okay.
goes through Barry somehow, goes through what's the villain's name?
Rainbow Raider.
Raider. Doesn't affect them at all. Goes through every single building, doesn't destroy any of them, but somehow shuts the lights down. One strand of lightning just hits, but that wasn't even Cecile's thing. That was Barry's treadmill that did that. Now you have lightning going around all over in the city, and you saw in the Flash season 8 finale, they did this perfectly, where we were actually seeing mass destruction, whereas some lightning going across the whole city just causes a electricity blockage. It doesn't destroy any building. It doesn't even hit a single person. That made no sense. Secondly, some unanswered things. So we obviously know Iris has the Velocity Zero gun somehow
God.
in this episode. How? We don't know. We know she had an Armageddon. We know Batwoman gave it an Armageddon. But how the hell does she have it in this episode? That's one thing we need to know. But unfortunately, the writers are not taking these stuff in priority. They're taking Barry and Iris's child and Cecile as the priority this season, unfortunately.
Barry and Iris' child.
Yeah, the baby moon. Baby moon. The baby moon stuff, basically. That's what I meant. Baby moon
Well,
stuff.
it wasn't even mentioned in this episode, so I don't know about that.
Well, the first 3 it was.
What was it in episode 3? Oh, the thing at the start. But I don't think that's affecting the
Is
logic.
what's that priority though? Like, Eric Waltz is so focused on Iris getting pregnant and Cecile. That's it. That's what I meant.
I don't think he is. Is he?
Well,
It's
he
been like
clearly
3
is.
scenes. It's been like 3 scenes in episode 1. Oh, and episode 1.
Doesn't matter. And then
I think, yeah.
there was this perfect tweet with which a great content creator, Eric's Reloaded, posted, and I do want to share it because this is nothing but facts. Let me put it up because this, I didn't even think of this. I'm like, yo, this is actually genius right here. So over here, So we obviously found out in the episode that Red Death isn't an organic speedster. She tried entering the Speed Force, but the Speed Force threw her out, and that's why she ended up on Barry's timeline. Now, this is a quote coming from Eric's Reloaded, which he's another amazing content creator. If you guys don't know about him, do check him out because he's very, very good. But he says, why would the Speed Force, who is being inside of the space created by Barry and Iris, drop off a supervillain randomly into their timeline who has no speed and A, not tell Barry or Iris, and B, offer help since she is the one that dropped Red Death off? This is perfect. Like, this is like prime flawed storytelling, like right here. Why would they do something like this? So I wanted to point that out as well. But now let's move on
Also-
to some. Go on. Oh, we have
No,
some
no,
more
no.
negatives. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
on.
Inconsistency with time travel and alternate realities.
What's that? Why?
Since when? I mean, I might be missing something, but since when were there alternate timelines that coexisted on the same Earth? That you could like, that's completely different to one that we know that wasn't like created, or that wasn't like fallout from something that happened on a different timeline.
Sorry. Say that again. Sorry.
Like the Red Death, where Red Death is from.
Yeah.
That's an alternate timeline, right?
Yeah.
Since when is that able to be a thing? If that wasn't created by someone from a different timeline, that if that timeline wasn't created by someone from like ours,
Well, Savitar's from an alternate timeline, though, isn't he?
isn't he from ours but in the future?
No, he's from an alternate timeline. No, wait, no. He's just no. Never mind. Yeah, he's from ours, but
And that it's
he's
just
a
that.
time remnant. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But no, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Actually, that's true.
because Red Death, that's would be an alternate Earth if we had the multiverse.
I
'Cause that's
think.
literally what it is.
I think what Eric Wallace tried to do is they knew they didn't really have time to do multiverse, so they're just like, let's just stick in alternate timelines now. Maybe that's possible as well.
I don't know. I mean,
Because
maybe we
that's
get some
possible as well. Like, who would have created this alternate timeline? You're absolutely right.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's true as well. Damn. I'm Canada Graphs. Welcome. I'm 25 minutes behind the chat, and now I'm learning that Flash. Here's the thing. I look at the photos, but I don't read the description because I don't want to spoil myself that much. Like I don't really want to know what happens. I just want to leave it up to like pure speculation from just the images
And then
I
get
see.
everything wrong.
And they get everything wrong. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much all really. But now we can move on to some good stuff because we've had 34 minutes of negativity. Let's go on to some positives. But oh shoot, we have some more flash. We have another flash for joining in. First good thing, they finally acknowledged Baby Jenna.
Oh,
Finally, this is a character that actually exists. No way. Finally,
did you
we had
hear the
Baby
line
Jenna.
about? Did you hear the line about Jenna always having to be like stuck in a room because of the dangers or something like that? Was that like is that them acknowledging themselves, knowing that they?
Was that actually a line?
Yeah, Joe's like, if we move away, then Jenna won't have to be stuck in a room all the time or something like that.
Oh,
They're self-aware.
okay. What is she like in house arrest? Then like she's not even allowed to leave the house. Then
Who knows?
who knows? But yeah, Baby Jenna got acknowledged. I'm glad that they finally acknowledged that because that's been a question.
And she nearly died.
Which hero Cecile saves the day.
Yeah.
Chalegro updates and Chester asking advice from a Discord mod I thought was absolutely garbage.
What do you mean? It's Wookiee Lover 77.
Are you Wookiee Lover 77? Oh
Maybe.
damn, I exposed him right now.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, no, I just wanted to get those updates on Chaligra, which apparently it's called that now.
Mm. Yeah, that's confirmed, though, isn't it? So, the Flash and Red Death. They didn't really have an established rivalry like this version of the Flash and Red Death, but we found out that Red Death comes from an alternate timeline in which her timeline is not Reverse Flashpoint, but it's another timeline where she's a member of the Justice League. She is the direct adopted daughter of Thomas and Martha Wayne. She is the only Bat family member that becomes Batwoman. Like, there's no Batman that exists. Which then, how does she even know Batman exists in this
Wait,
timeline?
also, she said that her name was Ryan Wilder, but
Yeah, but
she was a
would she be
Wayne,
Ryan
right?
Wayne then?
Yeah. I thought I thought that yeah, I saw people calling her Ryan Wayne. I thought that was said in the episode, but I rewatched that scene and she says that my name's Ryan Wilder.
That's
So
true. I didn't even think of that. That's absolutely true.
yeah.
And also, how does she know Batman's around if there was no Batman in her timeline? How does she know Batman's a thing?
And she just like she's talking like Iris knew Bruce Wayne's backstory and stuff, and Bruce
Oh,
Wayne's
yeah.
Batman and all that is yeah.
So, these were some pretty cool like twists and reveals for Red Death. She's not from Reverse Flashpoint, which I thought was pretty interesting twist because I believe that was the ongoing theory. Um, but she's from another timeline. You know, she has this savitar type suit where the suit pretty much moves on its own. She has no speed without the suit, which I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Um,
Um,
I mean, I think that
because
it can make
she
sense.
couldn't use her speed without the suit.
Yeah, I think it can make sense, but they didn't really dive into it, so who knows?
Yeah. What else? She's an artificial
Oh
speed
wait,
force user. Go on.
Savitar's suit could move fast, like had
No, it
Speed
doesn't.
Force
It
powers,
it,
didn't it?
it boosts the speed force that he already has.
But couldn't it run around without him in it?
It couldn't go super speed. It could only like
Couldn't it?
like that pretty much.
I thought it like maybe. Oh no, he jumped in. Yeah, okay, never mind.
He jumps into it exactly.
Yeah.
She's an artificial speed force user, which again I thought was good. However, how's an artificial speedster having red lightning, able to glow like Reverse Flash, able to vibrate like the Reverse Flash? I don't think that made sense.
That was in season 8 though.
Or was it the exact
Wasn't it?
same thing as the lightning oscillation chamber that they mentioned?
Oh no, because that was like that connected to the negative speed force, didn't
Exactly.
it?
That's why it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
This one's like Godspeed's one, which doesn't
Which
make sense.
kind of just feels like a repeat of Godspeed to an extent.
Exactly. More of a reason to why I said this feels like the Godspeed arc. Um So I thought that was interesting. So that pretty much confirms now that Cobalt Blue is the negative Speed Force user, and that's how it explains. We're going to talk about this later on, but that's how it explains how the other speedsters returning are going to have red lightning. So that makes sense. Um, I thought the cosmic treadmill thing was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The fact that we didn't get action in this episode, I was very disappointed. We should have at least had the flash action sequence by now, which sadly we didn't.
We better get a good or at least some sort of speedster fight. Because for some reason they're like allergic to speedster fights now.
Exactly.
Which
I
we might
found
be budget, but
I'm pretty sure it is budget saving because if you look at like the finale, for example, like that's gonna be big. You can tell.
yeah.
Episode 9, that's gonna be big. You can tell. So I'm pretty sure it's budget savers, but also you need to at least give the fans something because this is not gonna cut it. It was like season 7 every time. Like we had no action for 9 episodes straight. All we had was Barry throwing lightning, which I would rather have rather than having someone else fight a rogue. No, we haven't even seen the Flash fight anyone, yeah, and I thought that was just absolutely stupid. I found the fact that Barry running on the treadmill, making him like completely lose his speed. I thought that was absolutely stupid.
Once again, for 3 seasons in a row, the first 5 episodes, we've got Barry with
No speed.
no speed. Yeah.
So that was kind of disappointing. Red Death, showing more of a threatening side by like electrocuting Barry, electrocuting Iris. Those are the types of stuff I'm like, okay, this is cool. I like this. So I
She's
appreciated
yet to
those
kill.
sorts of scenes. Sorry?
She's yet to kill, right?
She's yet to kill, yes. She hasn't killed anyone yet.
Oh well,
Which
no,
I'm
she killed
assuming.
Iris. When
Well, yeah,
so
she's
she
killed.
technically, I guess you can call her the Red Death. But
But she hasn't really killed anyone.
yeah,
And that's another thing. Her doing all of this for Iris as well, I thought was weird. Like trying to bring Iris to her timeline, but also getting revenge on the Flash of her timeline, like nothing to do with our Barry until the very end of the episode. Once again, I thought was absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know. This is why I don't really like the storyline. There's a lot of mistakes that they've done, which I don't really like. They left someone to die as well. Like what the hell?
Chillbone.
Yeah. Which I know he's
Well,
back,
that's part of.
but
I think that's like just part of it, part of the storyline. That's going to be something that's
let's
just
hope so.
emotional next week. And they'll like, what will they do? You'll have Red Death and Flash next week fight in the Speed Force, and they'll go back in time.
That's not gonna happen.
So Chillblade won't be dead, but also, I have nothing else.
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep my expectations very low for next episode as well, because I'm not expecting it to be good. The first four have been disappointing. I don't have any hopes for the next one. It better end up being good. It better do, because you've had four waste episodes without the Flash even doing anything. You better give us something for episode 5, which hopefully we do. But
Well,
I
yeah,
guess we'll
we
see.
know we will. We know we will be getting something.
Yeah,
Because
I did. Oh, sorry. Go on.
oh no, I was just gonna say because set photos
Yeah,
from
true,
a
true,
certain
true.
person in the chat.
I wonder. What else was I did like the reference of like them mentioning tipping the scales from last season as well, and that's like how it caused Reverse Flash to get erased from existence, and the same thing could have happened to the Flash as well if he continued running on that treadmill. I thought that was pretty cool, but I just found it weird how like like our Flash and Red Death just started to have an established rivalry right at the end of the episode. I thought that was a bit weird, but yeah, the rivalry has just started. Red Death has gone crazy, over the top acting, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. She can't get back to her timeline, so she's going to take the Flash's city pretty much. So let's see what the finale does. Are you looking forward to the finale, Arrowverse?
I am, but I don't have that much high expectations. I'm just curious to see what happens.
Where would you rank the Flash season 9 so far? I know it's not ended yet, but
Ended, it's
judging from
barely
the first
started,
four.
but wait, actually, no, it's nearly.
Sorry, the arc I meant, not the
Oh, the
season in
arc.
general. The arc.
Compared to other seasons, it's probably third worst. If
Definitely.
just rating this arc compared to full seasons.
Oh,
Um,
I would say this is better than the Forces and on par with Godspeed. That's what I
oh,
would
if
say.
if we're like ranking it of other storylines, then Forces is easily the worst.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It'll be fourth, fifth, or third or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it right now.
The best part about this season is that Goldface actually carried that episode. Like, obviously, he carries every single episode he's in. But, well, which episode was it? Episode 3. I was like, damn, okay. And I like this where I like the scene in this episode where Kyo's like, I don't like you, and he's just like, who cares? Or something like that. I thought that was really I thought that was really funny as well.
Yep.
And what we're getting Goldface versus Red Death or something next episode as well. So
There's no
that's gonna be
gold in the Red Death suit, is there?
I don't know, there might be. No, there isn't.
Mm.
I mean, if Red Death is wearing jewelry, then I guess there is.
Oh, well, can't you just like spray paint the suit with like gold spray paint, and then
Does that? I mean, yeah, that is how it works.
and no, and then he could like crush it, like compact it all together and absolute. Okay, that's a bit violent, but dark. But yeah,
Goldface.
still
Imagine
want to
Goldface
mention
as a
about
speedster.
the boots. He didn't acknowledge it at all,
I
which I
mean,
suppose
technically we did because how else would Goldface have gold boots?
hasn't he's had gold boots the entire time, hasn't he?
No, he hasn't.
Has he not?
No.
Oh.
I just wish he had that Goldface belt with the G button on it. I wish he still had that. I wish Carver was part of the Rugs as well. That would be really,
Oh,
really
bro,
funny.
we need to see him again. Carver.
Carver. But yeah, in regards to episode 4, that is pretty much all we have. For episode 5, obviously this is a two-parter. Is the finale for the Red Death arc, and then we're gonna have a couple of interludes where seemingly Iris announces she's pregnant in episode 6. No idea what's happening in episode 7. I'm assuming it's the episode where Dreamer returns, but that could be episode 8 as well. And then we get started with the actual story that everyone's now looking forward to, because there's no hope for this arc. Pretty much. In
Yeah.
which, speaking of some very, very juicy stuff for the back half of the season, we have kind of touched upon this last week, but no, I don't even think we touched upon this. Was like right after we ended streaming, I think.
All came out right after we ended.
Yeah. So, Canada Graphs, you and your timing. But we do have some set photos for the Flash season 8 finale, and we have some absolutely insane stuff to talk about. So, I hope the blog's up. Yeah, I haven't really checked. But pretty much Canada Graphs.
Candace is wrapped, by the way.
Candace is wrapped.
I think so. Well, yeah, she's been posting stuff to her story. I think a lot of them probably are done by now.
That's sad. Damn. But yeah, so credit to Canada Graphs for these set photos. As if it weren't for him, we'd have absolutely no idea what's going on set right now. So I believe his blog post is always his blog page is always linked in the description.
I'll post it in the chat like I usually do.
Yeah, it's always in the description just in case I forget to credit it. So I always just copy paste it anyways. So it's definitely in the description right now. But these are the set photos for the Flash season 8 finale. I'll only show one or two of them because obviously, you guys can check out the rest. But we have this absolutely insane set photo right over here. As you guys can see, we have every Speedster villain coming back. Now, Zoom is on set, but it's on a different photo. But I want to primarily focus on this image right here. So we have Godspeed returning. We have Zoom returning. Zoom was on set as well. Reverse Flash, Savitar, and Cobalt Blue. Now, Arrowverse scenes. When you saw these images, what was your initial reaction?
Well, the first thing I saw was red suit Savitar, and I was like, what the hell? And I saw Tom Cavanaugh back as Reverse Flash, and I was like, what the hell? And at that point, we already knew about Cobalt.
We already knew the rest, and we knew Godspeed as well.
Goldspeed, flashback.
I said Goldspeed together. Godspeed. So, wait, did we talk about Cobalt Blue last week? Nah? Okay, so first things first, I guess we already knew this was happening, but here's a shot of who our final main villain is. That is Cobalt Blue. Very, very comic book accurate suit. As you guys can see, he is holding the crystal. He's wearing the crystal on his suit. So I'm guessing what this crystal is that it gives him the ability to, not only is it the source of his powers, but also it gives him the ability to time travel or just go through various points in time, as well as bring people from various points in time back. That's what I think the crystal is.
You know what I think might be happening?
Go on.
Maybe they could be kind of adapting it. Is that in Rebirth, in the final few issues, you've got Thawne like forming the Legion of Zoom with like Grodd, Trickster, all that, and basically pulling them from different points in time.
Yeah.
So it could be similar to this, and they do this cool thing where they all like start attacking different places, like that Barry knows, like CCPD, his home, Star Labs, Flash Museum, all that. They start doing that at once, but he's not there, so he hears over like whatever, like his earpiece or whatever, that someone's attacking CCPD. He starts going there, then he hears someone's attacking like his house or something, and then he hears someone's attacking Star Labs and so on. It would be cool if they did something like that, which I don't think they'll do, but it would be cool.
Yeah. Now, obviously, like the first thing we need to acknowledge is how is Eddie alive? And either it could be one of two options: either A, someone brought him back, or B, the crystal is what keeps him alive. It could be one of those two options. In terms of why he's a villain, I think jealousy, but I guess we'll see. I think jealousy because of what happened with Barry and Iris, and obviously how he's just been completely forgotten about. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, and people have been saying that it might not be Eddie, it might be his son or something. And
And
I
people
do
say it was
not
Malcolm
like
Thawne
that.
as well, right? Yeah.
I would not like that. I would actually hate that because it would be quite weird that it looks the same,
Yeah.
exactly the same as Eddie. But he also, on one of the sets, he's like, I need to know why I'm still alive or why I'm here, whatever, something like that. So I think it is Eddie.
So does this pretty much mean the crystal is what brings him alive, or do you think someone else brought him back? Like, could it have been Matt Letcher or something like that?
I'm not sure if it would be Reverse Flash, but I mean, it would make sense because he's trying to stay alive, and that could
Yeah.
explain how Reverse Flash lives. Um, but I think it could be the crystal. That's probably quite likely.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, however that's going to work, I don't know.
And do you think he will have direct speedster abilities, or do you think it will actually
I
be
hope
like
not.
Cobalt Blue from the comics?
I hope he doesn't. I'd like to have him just be able to like take speed and use it.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there are some interesting picks over here. Now, obviously, we do have Zoom, Savitar, and Zabard Reverse Flash on set. Now, I think this is going to work in the exact same way as Spider-Man No Way Home in a way, where they're all coming back from a point in time before a tragic event happened to them. So in the case of Reverse Flash, obviously you can tell it's a moment before he got erased from existence in Armageddon, or right before the negative forces approached him, or turned him into negative Reverse Flash, pretty much. Savitar is obviously in a point in time before he got killed by Iris. Zoom in a point in time before he became Black Flash. Godspeed, he's fine as he is because in terms of Godspeed, he's in prison. So with him, it's no problem. But everyone else, Eddie brought them back from a point in time before something happened to them. That's what I think.
Yeah, there's a few things that I'm curious if
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen, because I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Cavanaugh he's pulled out from like season like 1 even, but he somehow has the new suit, and Godspeed, his memories was wiped. The Speed Force wiped his memories. And I wouldn't be surprised if Eric Wallace forgot about that, and he just somehow still remembers everything.
That's true, actually. What I'm most worried about is Zoom's return. I can't lie. The reason why is because Zoom is not really like those types of villains you're seeing over here. Zoom is a serial killer, meaning he would kill absolutely anyone he would see, including speedster villains. And we know this villain is absolutely hungry for speed. He wants speed. He wants to steal every single speedster speed. He wants to be the only speedster alive, and he wants to go after and kill every single speedster. So what gets me worried is how they're gonna fit Zoom into this, and like how he's going to interact with these villains. Because
Yeah.
I don't think Zoom's character is the type that's going to actually agree with working with them. In terms of Savitar, obviously what stands out is the red glow. Now, the answer is pretty self-explanatory. It's that Eddie is the negative speed force avatar, and pretty much Savitar is just using negative speed, and that's why it's red.
And if Eddie is the Avatar, then that would make sense to why he like is evil, I guess, because it corrupts him.
That's true as well.
Or it could be part of the reason why.
So also that's why Reverse Flash is using the negative speed force. Maybe could be why Godspeed is using negative speed force as well. And I am expecting Zoom to be using negative speed force as well. So I think he's going to like share the negative speed force around. That's pretty much what I think is going to happen. Tom Cavanaugh being there does scare me because it will worry me that maybe this final showdown will end between both of them. Although we know Cobalt Blue is the main villain for this arc, he's the main villain for the finale, obviously. It is scary that Tom Cavanaugh's over there, despite him being my favorite version of the Reverse Flash.
It was, yeah, that was like my thing. Like every other time we've seen Tom Cavanagh as Reverse Flash, I haven't cared.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of said goodbye to that version at the end of season 8.
Exactly.
So, and the final showdown, you'd think it would be Matt Letcher, but episode 12, we're pretty sure that Matt Letcher's going to be in that one. And
Yeah.
we're kind of thinking it might be some sort of origin.
Me and Ben
And
talked about this, but
that-
oh, sorry. Go on,
I
continue.
was going to say that there could be a wrap up to that Matt Letcher character, the full circle moment, whatever that's going to look like. That could be in episode 12, and then this here could just be an extra little thing.
That's what me and
So we can
Ben
still
talked
get
about.
that. Yeah, we can still get that like thing, like that goodbye to Matt Letcher that we've all wanted. That final showdown
like,
between those
kills
two.
Nora Allen as well.
Yeah, potentially.
Either that or me and Ben talked about this, but he could have potentially filmed something for the finale while he was filming
Yeah.
in the episode as well.
Well, he could even just be doing all interior scenes or exterior scenes that people just didn't go to or know about as well.
This is exactly what I think it is. So I think a younger version of the Reverse Flash or something kept Eddie, like, knew about Eddie dying or something like that. Revived Eddie, because you have to take into account this is someone that shot himself right into the heart. So clearly did something that brought him back, and that's why the other versions of the Reverse Flash are still alive, because Eddie is still alive. He's just from the future. Now. He's just in the future now. I don't know though. I guess we'll have to see. But what's even more worrying, I mean, this is cool, but what's even more worrying is the next piece of photos, and that is we're having all of these speedsters, but who is actually aiding Barry in this final mission? Well, as you guys can see over here, it's definitely not Jay Garrick. It's definitely not Bart Allen. It's definitely not Kid Flash. It's definitely not Jesse Quick. It's definitely not any of them.
Accelerated Man? Is Accelerated Man there?
It is Team Flash. Now,
Oh, look at that lineup.
what worries me about this is that they're going to depower the speedster villains for every single one of these characters to have a cool moment in the shot. They're gonna make Chillblaine do something. They're gonna make freaking Cecile land a blow. They're gonna make Keon land a blow, but that shouldn't be the case. These are speedsters. The speedster villains should easily be able to smoke them. This is what worries me. So I don't know how they'll handle that. We do also have Cecile as a superhero over here, which shouldn't have happened. I'm not excited for at all. And I know it's going to be the worst part of the episode. And yes, I am judging before seeing because this is something that shouldn't have happened. This is like making Felicity a vigilante. This is something that shouldn't happen. It's not supposed to happen. So I'm not looking
Well,
forward to that at all.
I'm not sure if I'm right in saying this, but I think this scene isn't going to be that long, or like it's not going to be the final fight because they're only there. They're only there for one night. I'm pretty sure filming, and it's not Grant in the Flash suit. It's Cody, the stunt
Yeah.
double.
The Stundle, yeah.
And I don't think they, from what I know from the blog and stuff, they didn't fight. I think, or do much at least. So it could be like they go there and then like they go somewhere else. Maybe I don't know. Can I grasp it?
Cecile's in that photo, but isn't she like in front of a leg or something like that? Look, well, she's facing Eddie. Like she was in front of Eddie in the previous image. That's the thing. But like in terms of Canadagraph said there was a bit of fighting, but it was very minimal. So I don't think this is the final battle either. But I guess we'll see. The thing about
And
this is go on.
I was gonna say we might be getting like Jay Garrick fighting Zoom and stuff. So
Because Teddy
we
Sears did tease that technically, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens, I guess.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is like for Barry, all of these speedsters, it should be like a very, very easy match for him. But the only excuse they have, and I wouldn't mind this at all, but because this time it's valid, why they would depower Barry is because now he has a daughter to protect, which Nora is obviously over there as well.
And well, they might all be like, they've got the negative speed force. So that could also be part of it. And you'll probably have like this new thing that they introduced last season and this season where the negative speed force counteracts Barry's positive speed force and he
Yeah.
gets weakened or whatever.
Well, no, not really, because now we know Red Death isn't negative speed force.
True. That's true. Actually, yeah, never mind.
I just thought of something so worrying right now. I swear to God, if they do this, you know how Cobalt Blue's the negative speed force avatar, right?
Maybe.
And we're supposed to believe that Cobalt Blue's giving all of those returning villains access to the speed force.
Mm-hmm.
What if Barry sharing his speed to them?
To these guys.
Yeah.
That is something that I thought of.
No, 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 no.
That is something I thought of.
And maybe that could be another reason why they could depower Barry over here is because he shared the speed to multiple people. Oh
You'd think
no,
that Eric
no,
Wallace wouldn't do that though, right?
bro, this guy's brain dead, bro. He could do anything. You know this as well. Anything's possible with Eric Wallace. I can't lie.
Well, what if you thoughts on Speedster Cecile running around the city chasing down Savitar?
I hope not. I hope not. I
Or
really hope
Allegra chasing down Zoom and fighting on top of a building?
not. No. Oh no 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 no.
Well, we
no,
do
no.
know that Flashverse is secretly Eric Wallace, so yeah. If he thought of it, then that's probably what's happening.
I hope not. This is what I'm scared about right now. Because maybe they couldn't bring the other speedsters back, and that's why they had to rely on these people being speedsters. Well, we know Jay Garrick's back eventually, but Bart is definitely not back,
Yeah.
which sucks. Kid Flash
reason-
obviously filmed episode 9, and that's it.
King Flash, did you say?
Kid Flash.
Okay. The reason why Jay Garrick's isn't here might be because of a fight. Maybe the fight with the Zoom even, and he's just weak or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's weird that he's not here.
Yeah. That could
Or
be
he's
as well.
sitting in Star Labs looking at the monitor, reacting to everything like 718.
Yeah. I just wish they swapped this lineup around. I wish this was the lineup for episode 9, and I wish the lineup for episode 9 we got was this for this episode.
Well,
That would have been better.
I think it makes sense to why we have it, because it's the final season of, or final episode, sorry, of the show, and these are all like the regulars. But you'd hope that it's not the final fight. If this is the lineup for the final fight, then it'll be yikes. You'd want more.
Yeah.
You want Jay Garrick in there.
See, the more I think about this stuff, the more worried I get for the back half of the season as well, which isn't a good thing because I want to be excited for it. But if this is the case, then like all my expectations are just dropping down.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to see.
But yeah, we will.
We definitely. I think because we're getting so much things that we've been wanting, it's gonna be hard for them to make it unlikable. So if people don't like episode 9, then yikes.
Episode 9 is going to be a masterpiece, regardless of how bad the writing or anything is, and that's just because of one character returning.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I just keep getting scared now, just thinking about.
Oh, chronographs. That's
Oh.
it. Pep talk. They all start working for the mayor's office. Do community service. Zoom. You see Zoom walking around with tongs, picking up rubbish. Savitar. Cleaning like cars.
Speed cleaning. It's like what's it called?
Oh, there's a car right there. No, that's what Savitar will be doing. We're fixing that car. The cars that got blown up. That's what he'll be doing.
Westview version of the Flash. Where Barry throws them into this alternate weird reality.
Also, since we're at the Science World place from the finale of season 7, do you think we're going to get like there'll be like an establishing shot of this place, and then we'll do like flashbacks to season 7 with the lightsaber fight just for no reason, and then we'll cut back to this? Do you think that'll happen? Just to show you?
I don't know.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Thing is, I wouldn't mind because I was one of the few people that liked the Speedster fight, the lightsaber fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that was obviously because I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. That's why. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I guess this is pretty much it for the stream. So
are we not going over the promo for next week?
Is there a promo? Oh, there is a promo for next week. Yes, true.
Because there's a few things in there.
Let's go over it. I wrote CW, the Flash, and Gotham Knights that just showed up. What the hell? Where is the trailer for next week? There we go.
Oh yeah. Are you excited for Justice U?
Is that even happening?
They haven't said anything, so yes, it's gonna happen. Justice U replacing Gotham Knights and Superman Lois. Actually, no. Justice U replacing Superman Lois with Gotham Knights. Same day. Crossovers each week. You can get Harvey Dent up in Justice U. Thoughts?
Nah. Full of shit, Arrowverse. You're full of shit. But yeah, this is the trailer for episode 5 of season 9, aka the
Keown just with a stick saber.
finale. Oh,
Chillblaine with an icicle. Keown just with a stick ripped off from a tree.
no, but she'd be opposed to that, right? Because she's so into nature. I don't think she'd want to like harm the plants. You get me?
Just ask for permission first.
Well, she can talk to plants now.
Yeah, just talk to the tree. Like, ask if I can rip off your arm. Smack Godspeed with it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose brain cells listening to your Arrowverse scenes. But yeah, we have Red Death and the Rogues over here attacking CCPD, and yeah, the cops are just running away. What was this? What was this about?
Just probably like, was it say at the top?
Psychic energy. This is, I think, Red Death going around the city and just harming people. I guess.
It might be to do with Cecile even.
Or that. Oh, because psychic. That's true. And they do get like Cecile's help for something as well. That's another thing
Yeah.
they need that they mentioned in the synopsis.
Yep.
Chester looking shocked. Oh my god! Would she like get up boy or something like that in this? Stay down,
No,
boy.
like stay down. Yeah.
We have more
So Barry goes
cringy.
back. Barry goes back to this place.
Yeah,
Crowfoot. What's his
Chilblain.
name? Yeah.
We have more cringy scenes, and this is this is a small snippet of what we're gonna get, where she's like, "Stay down, boy." Like we have Red Death beating the Flash, so I don't know how that's going to happen because she's literally stepping on him like that. So I wonder what's going to happen. Like, is Barry gonna be depowered again? Is she gonna be able to drain
Oh yeah.
Barry's speed
He literally says in the promo he's got like low speed or something.
again?
Yeah, he says it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Turn on
Oh.
captions. Turn on captions. And
This
you
is what I'll just play the entire trailer. I don't really care about
Okay.
copyright at this point.
Red Death's getting stronger. My speed's gone.
Down, boy.
My
We need
speed's
to get
gone.
back
Yeah.
out there and find a way.
It's over. We lost. Trust in your way of being a hero.
Welcome to the era of the Red Death.
There we go. Okay, so now I understood a couple of things a lot better. Okay, so Barry still has his speed gone. This is what I mean when I said Eric Walsh took everything good about the Flash season 8, literally just threw it away and said, "Let's go back to how we did in season 7 because that's gonna be better." But Barry does go back to the warehouse. You're right. He is still depowered, so that's gonna be interesting. Red Death running around this. I think she's
That's
going
a
into the
reach shot.
warehouse.
That's a reach shot. I'm pretty sure.
From which scene? Oh.
When the suit ran out.
That's true. That's true.
I
Yeah.
mean, they might reuse it again in the episode, but I think that's where it came from.
This is Barry talking to the Rogue saying we need to go.
Oh, look
back.
at them! Look at them!
Look at them go, bro.
Oh, Goldface as well. Just standing. He's tallest one. Jaco with the
Goldface just
iconic.
always looks good, bro. I swear.
Does Jaco have any other clothes? Or was that like that jacket? Is that all he wears?
Yeah. I mean, it's still the same day, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that's another thing. And Hartley over there as well. But we need to go back and find a way to. I'm guessing bring Tilblane back.
I'm excited for this scene to see CCP to get messed up.
I've seen theories saying Kramer's gonna die.
Yeah. Do you think she's
But
gonna die?
I don't know. I don't think so. She's a metahuman, right? So I'm guessing she can just use Red Death's
Or
powers against her.
what if we get like Rainbow Raider? What's her name? Kramer, and like puts fear into Red Death, and then gets red speed powers from the Flash, vibrates a hand through Red Death. What if that's how we defeat Red Death?
Arrowverse scenes, please. Whoa. I hope not. I hope not. I really hope not.
Okay.
No. But that's true. Kramer is a meta. I forgot about that. So, like, even if they turn in the show where she's like, "Welcome to the era of Red Death," like Kramer could easily use her powers against her. So that's actually a good point. Goldface is pissed off because of something.
Cecil.
Cecile. And now we know Cecile's going to play a very, very big, important role in this episode. And it's clearly got to do with their powers. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Arrowverse, you're getting
What
canceled.
Batman quote? What Batman quote do you think is gonna be this episode? You think dancing in the devil with the pale moonlight?
I don't know, bro. I really don't know. What else? What else does Batman say? You
What's
either
like
die
a-
a hero or live long enough to see
Oh,
yourself become a
gosh.
villain. Imagine that.
Yeah.
She's been leveled up too much already, in my opinion. I swear she mentioned that she was a lawyer last episode. They didn't even do shit with that until what, season 7 or something like that. No, they did it once in season 8, and that's it.
Yeah, and that was just the episode when
She saved
she
Jacob Rich.
and didn't want to use her powers because it was unethical.
Yeah, hypocrite of a character. Uh,
Trust
Oh,
in your way
the
of
Joe
being.
West.
trust in
Pep
your way
talk.
of being a hero. Okay, it's very probably name stuff, something like that. Chillblain's lost, and then we have a Barry Joe pep talk. This is gonna be good because Joe never misses with pep talks, so
It could be the last one as well. You never know.
that's true. We have
Your way.
the Flash facing off against the Red Death.
That's the final fight. I'm pretty sure.
That's the final fight. Yeah, hopefully it delivers, but I guess we will see. Oh my god! I wouldn't be surprised, you know.
Oh no.
Do you bleed? Imagine. Imagine. Flash,
Yeah.
do you bleed? Bleed.
I wouldn't be surprised. I actually feel like that might be in it in some way or the other.
Do you bleed? Tell me, do you bleed?
Of being a hero.
We have the rogues invading CCPD. No, I was gonna say CCC Media, CCPD. We have the other rogues in front as well, and Red Death's going to be there as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see why she invades Central City Police Department. There's just a copy of Zoom. You know how Zoom took control of
Yeah.
CCPD as well.
And they could just copying Goldface, man. Come on. It's clearly a ripoff of Goldface taking over CCPD.
That's true as well. Goldface made one hell of an entrance. There. Time to get to work. It's like, wakey, wakey, ladies and gents.
Blue.
Blue was it? Like, ladies and gents in blue. If it's made out of gold, it is mine to control.
Welcome to the era of the red.
Welcome to the era of Red Death. So yeah, as we know, Red Death lost her whole entire timeline. Like, she has no way to get back home. So she's just trying to take the Flash to city. So yeah, she's presenting herself and all of that. I guess that's what this is.
And there's some shots from the season trailer that we presume is going to be in this episode, right? Like the one with Joe holding Cecile in the speed lab as she screams. That's
right. Yeah. True.
That's probably like when she's using her powers. Maybe there's the "I need your help to save the world" in the forest.
Do you think that could be episode 6 though?
It could be, but I'll be surprised if they had footage from episode 6 in the
Or
trailer.
maybe I need your help to save the world. It could be deleted scene as well.
That's what, yeah, it could be. It could just be deleted as well.
I hope not, because that scene looked interesting.
Yeah, if it is deleted, it'll be on the DVD Blu-ray. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, that hooded figure in CCC Media.
But we're guessing it's one of these metas now, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. Like at this point, it could literally just be Spectre.
Don't get my hopes up, bro. Don't do this to me, bro.
It looks similar, and I mean, I'm not sure what the chances are, but we're so far in the story, this graphic novel. The power's out, so we know it's this episode. It might just be a rogue or something. It could be something else setting up the back half, but it could be Spectre.
Don't get my hopes up, bro. It's a rogue. It's a rogue. It's a rogue. It's a
Okay,
rogue. It's a rogue. It's a rogue.
Yep.
Is Grodd going to? It could be a deleted scene for all we know now, because
That's who it is. It's Grodd. Grodd's in the cloak. The hooded. He's the hooded figure in CCC Media.
or it could be Hartley Rathaway just in CCC Media as well. Can't it?
Could be, but like the thing is, on that shot, it had like a bunch of like blur around the edge of the screens. Oh, the edge of the screen. I mean, like I don't know. It was like zooming out as well. So
I don't know.
Seems like something trippy, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the promo. Ooh, what have I done? Oh, nothing. Just make everything CC flash CC music.
Well, at this point, basically every business you see has got CC in front of it.
And that's pretty much for everything though. There's GC, there's SC, there's C.
Yeah. There's the
Oh,
oh.
maybe it's Goldface in a new suit.
No, wouldn't if Hartley Sawyer were to come back as Ralph, he'd come back in a marshmallow suit, wouldn't he? The DJ.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he'd come with that onesie again. Not onesie, like the weird suit he had, because it covers his face.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like he could make like a stupid like I was feeling old school or something like that.
And what that could be episode 7, and that main villain is Sterling Brooks.
We need the Sterling Brooks part of the Rogues as well, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a missed opportunity right there.
What if we get you have failed the city, or you have saved the city from Oliver Queen to Sterling Brooks?
Nah. We need the you have failed. I wish you didn't tell me that. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. I want to hear that.
I thought you knew.
I didn't know. It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's better now that I know, because yeah, I'll start going. I'll be Star Wars theory trending, but for like the Arrowverse fandom. That'll be me.
Yeah.
Oh, and like what the villain? It's gonna be like a diss track battle. So all those pieces will do a diss track, and then
they're
Team
all
Flash fire
speaking
back.
at like they're all speaking at like 3 times speed. We're in normal time. All we hear is just like a bunch of just like noises just coming out of them because they're speaking so fast. Oh,
Can you believe that Goldface played this character?
yeah. Well, I can because he is a god. So
He actually played Thanos in Avengers 1.
yeah.
Crazy. Very, very crazy. No. Wait, what? No.
I don't think.
I think you're confusing or something like that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're wrapped up. Oh, Candace is crying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Candace is crying. They finished filming. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's gonna suck. Damn. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream right here. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat. It's been an interesting one. We've had a lot of ranting, we've had a lot of discussing, we've had a lot of theory crafting.
A lot of good theory crafting. Yeah, I think everything we've said is very likely.
Yeah.
I mean, what about the rap party? Does that already happen? Maybe.
I don't know. They didn't even do a rap party for Arrow though.
Do they not?
No.
Oh. Well,
But anyways,
we know there is one because it's been like the actors have said there is going to be one.
Cool. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for those who've stayed into the stream. As I said, it was a very interesting one. My trailer breakdown for episode 5 should be out tomorrow, hopefully. And obviously, thank you for Arrowverse Scenes for always joining me in these streams. But Arrow did have a rap party.
Oh,
Okay,
common L.
that is an L. I'll take the L. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video, pretty much, which, as I said, will be tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys until then.